once again to another edition of Empowered Ways. Empowered Ways is a self and business development program aimed at empowering especially the youth with information sufficient enough to help them discover their potentials, put them to use and become who they were created to be. Everybody in life has one potential or another. Some are lucky to have many of them. That is why you see some people will excel at many things. But some, maybe just one. But no matter the number of potential you think you have or anybody could have, one is always sufficient for whatever lifestyle, whatever achievement, whatever success, whatever purpose a man desires in life. So, now the point is, everybody have one potential or another. If you think you don't have, which I doubt, then you can go and learn a skill. Now, but because I know everybody have it, that is why we have started Empowered Ways to help people discover this thing. A lot of people go through life and are miserable and are frustrated and do not make any meaningful contribution to life. In most cases, as a result of them not discovering their potential, not discovering what they can do, not discovering their gift, their natural ability. That is why you see them go through life and never making any meaningful contribution. I hate to have that experience. And that is why I, by the help of people around me and by the grace of God, have been able to discover my own potential, which is talking. Now that I know my potential, the next question is, how do you put your potential to use? How do I begin to use my talking ability? I know I love talking and I do a lot of talking. In most cases, I've caught myself talking something that really does not benefit people. I have talked in contribution to politics, to family life, to society. As a matter of fact, it appears I have an idea about everything in life. It does appear so. But the point is, no matter whatever your potential is, if you do not channel it in such a way that it is going to be of benefit to people, if you do not channel it in such a way that people will value it, if you do not channel it in such a way that it will begin to yield the kind of result you want, which could be money or happiness, then you are truly not putting your potential to use. You are only wasting it. So this is what Empowered Ways is all about. Empowered Ways is about helping you watching, helping the youth, talking to people and helping them discover their potential and how they can put it to use and how it can help them become a better people, become better people in society, better their own lives, their family, and even the society at large. Today we are going to be talking about how to win in life. How to win in life. Everybody wants to win because everybody loves winning. Everybody loves to be around winners. That is why you see people who are succeeding in life, you see a lot of crowd following them. Because everybody wants to be around people who wins, just because they too they love to win. Now, but the point is, how do people who win in life, how do they do it? What do they do to win? And how do they go about it? A lot of people want to be around them. And perhaps not just be around them for the sake of going to learn how to win theirs, but also to be able to say that I am close to this person. Close to somebody by mere words does not even change your own situation. It doesn't make you a winner. You can only win when your closeness to the person begins to impact your attitude and your thinking. And when it appears it impacts your thinking, which affects your attitude, and then which of course is your actions, and then you begin to do those things that the person does in the way he's doing it, then you are on your path to winning. That is how closeness to a winner is going to have any impact on you. Let me share a story with you of my little daughter. My little daughter of 5 years, each time she comes back from school, especially on their sports day, she'll come and be telling us how they ran, how they swing, how they did several competitions and all of these things. And then she would not tell us that she lost and so she cried. But because I know her, I will now ask, did you win? And when she didn't win, she will now say, I didn't win. So what happened? I cried. And then each time we have interaction with the teacher will also tell us, your daughter, each time she doesn't win, each time she's not the one that took first, she will always cry. So now, what is it? It is an instinct. It is the drive to win, the passion to win that makes her to cry each time she doesn't win. A little girl of 5 years. That is to say, the desire and the willingness, the drive to win is innate. Is in everybody. It is a natural deposit. It's something that is there for everyone. Everybody wants to win. So this girl will cry, and every time she wins, she's happy about it. That is how it is to almost everybody. Now, this is what Vincent Lombardi said, an American coach. He said that winning isn't everything, it is the only thing. Now, get this also. Someone said that sometimes you win, some other times you learn. Now, one would ordinarily say sometimes you win and some other times you lose. Now, but the point is, you don't actually lose. You don't lose when you didn't win. You actually learn. Now, whether you see it that way or not, it is not really the issue. The issue is you actually learned. You may not now, but again, it is better you have the understanding. It's better you have the conception that you are learning whenever you lose. It is better for you because you learn faster and you learn better that way. But whether you have this mindset of learning from losing or not, you still actually learn. The reason is because you have discovered one way that things doesn't work. And whenever somebody asks you to share your experience, you will be able to say, this is what I did, this is how I did it, but I didn't win. And then if you had won some other way, you can now say, okay, but this is the way I did and won. Now, let me also put this record straight. That you did something a particular way and you didn't win does not mean that that way does not work. It could work. Maybe you need to put more effort. It could work. Maybe you need to have a little more knowledge. It could work. Maybe you need to have people surrounding you to encourage you. It could work. If you put enough effort, it could work. If you have enough encouragement, motivation, it could work. So don't conclude by saying that I tried it this way, I tried it once, I tried it. Even if you try it 10 times and it didn't work, does not mean that it will never work. But let's leave that aside. Now, how do people win in life? What are the things that people must do to be able to win in life? First thing they must do is to plan. You must plan to win. If you don't plan to win, it is very, very difficult for you to win. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it is very, very difficult for you to win. So somebody who wants to win in life, whatever you want to win, whether you want to win in your career, whether you want to win a competition, whether you want to win by a way of life, maybe your winning is to acquire enough wealth or to help enough people to succeed. That is just the bottom line, to succeed at whatever you do. It must be from the place of planning. If you do not plan, it is difficult for you to even know how to do those things. Planning enables you to strategize. Planning enables you to discover the things that you need to do, the things that you need to know, the people that you need to associate with. In the process of planning, you do that. Now, remember this. It is a popular saying that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Now, in the process of planning, set a target. Tell yourself this is what you want to achieve, and also add a timeline to it. Set a target and put a timeline. Say, this is what I want to achieve at so time. It could be 3 months, it could be 6 months, it could be 1 year, it could be 5 years, it could be 10 years, it could be 50 years. There are short-term and long-term goals. If whatever you want to do, it will require a long time to do it, then it is a long-term goal. Set a long time for it. But please split it into bits so that you can do it from today. Now, know what it will require for you to do it. Know what it will require for you to do it. It may require you have more skills. It may require you know more people. It may require you do a lot of research. It may require you to discover your potentials and your talents. Whatever it is going to require, just know it. At this place of planning, you don't have to do those things. You know what it will require. Know what it will require. And then finally, on planning, write these things down. The faintest pencil is better than the best brain. That is what we have been told, and that statement is true. Write it down. Don't just plan in your head and leave it there. Plan in your head whatever you are going to do. Set a target to reach, set a time frame to reach, know what it will require, and then write it down. Then number two things you need to do. The number two thing you need to do to be able to win in life, and this is what those who wins in life do, is that they prepare. After planning, you prepare. You cannot plan, and after planning you sit down and then you expect it to happen. This is what a lot of us Christians do. We know what we want. Perhaps maybe we have even planned what to do about it. But at the end of it, we now take it to God and say, God, this is what I planned. Do it for me. And then they go and throw it to God. And God sits down and laughs at them. You don't plan a thing and go and give it to someone else to do it. Even if it is God, you don't plan a thing and go and give it to God to do it. You have to prepare to do those things. Prepare to achieve it. Prepare to accomplish that purpose by yourself. Prepare for it. Prepare for it. I have always said this. I say, he who fails to prepare is preparing to fail. It's the same thing with planning. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. If you fail to prepare, you are actually preparing to fail. Now, this is it. Success is opportunity meeting preparation. So you want to succeed in life? Then opportunity will come your way, but if you are not prepared for it, there will not be success. So what you do is go ahead and prepare, and then when you are prepared, when opportunity comes and meet your preparation, you succeed. You achieve that which you want. You succeed at it. So prepare. Now, one way you can prepare is to discover your gifting, to discover your purpose, to discover your potential, to discover that which God has put in you, a natural ability. Find out and work on it. Other way you can prepare is to get a skill. Get a handwork. If you think you cannot get a skill in the area of technology, there are other very many areas you can get a skill. If you perhaps maybe you are not keen at getting a skill, then go to school, go and learn a career, go and learn a profession. Learn a profession. Either discover your potential, get a skill, or learn a profession. Go to more school. Refine your skills, refine your talent. If you already have one skill or potential or profession, refine it, work on it. Just make it better so that it can be acceptable and people you are giving it to will find it valuable. Just do that. And then the next thing you need to do, the third thing we are going to be talking about on the process of winning, is expect to win. This is where the battle is won, in the mind. If you prepare, if you plan and prepare and you don't expect to win, it is going to be difficult to win. So expect to win. When you expect to win, you are preparing your mind, because winning actually starts from the mind. Winning, success, whatever you want to achieve actually starts from the mind. If your mind is not ready, if your mind is not prepared, if your mind is not acceptable to that which you are doing, you will have difficulty in doing it. So expect to win. Now, on the point of expecting to win, believe you can win. You have to believe you can win. Because if you do not believe you can win, it is going to be difficult for you to win. So believe you can win. Then the next thing you need to do is know that whatever you sow is what you will reap. Just know that. Know it in your mind. So if you believe you can win and you did nothing, my dear, you will reap nothing. It is only when you have sowed something, that is when you can reap something. And don't expect to sow cassava and go and reap coconut. Don't expect to sow cassava and then expect a coconut tree to grow. When you sow cassava, you harvest it once. But when you sow a coconut, you harvest it many years. So if you want a success that will last, sow that which will last. Maybe another day we'll talk about those things that will last on and how we can sow them. But remember this, until you begin to put your plan and your preparation to action, nothing happens. So the final thing we talk about is Put your plan, your skill, your preparation, your potential, your profession, put it to use. The moment you begin to put it to use and people begin to find value in it, they will be willing to pay you. If money is what you want to achieve from it, if it is happiness and joy, you will see people will begin to appreciate you for helping them achieve something, helping them solve problems, and then from there you see that you will begin to receive that which you have planned to receive, which is happiness, joy, and satisfaction. Thank you for the time. I also want to use the opportunity to say that in case if you need someone to speak to your youth, your trainees, your church members, any kind of people who needs motivation, who needs to become valuable and better in life, then you can reach out to me. My number is 0802 3755 992. Call me and let's discuss. I'll be so glad to talk to them. I'll be so glad to motivate them. I'll be so glad to empower and to challenge them. This is what I have been gifted to do. And I love doing it. I enjoy doing it. And I appreciate it so much. Thank you for watching. And God bless you.